Hey, it's Drew Bennett from Ben Spark Family Adventures, back with another video. This time it is the game Game Builder Garage by Nintendo. It is for the Nintendo Switch. I received this for free from Nintendo for review purposes so that I could do a review of this. It is a fun interactive game that your kids can use to create their own games. So there are many lessons on how to create different games. First thing I want to do is show you not the interactive lessons, but the free programming, which is where you can create your own games. So we have different games here that my son has created. So this one has no title. This one's called The Slope of Doom. This one is one that he came up all by himself, and he was really excited about making this. So we're going to play The Slope of Doom. So here you have your person, and there are all these crazy balls that are coming down the ramp, and you have to avoid them. If you don't avoid them, you get smashed by them. So it's kind of random how these balls will come down. You can do double jumps, and then when you get to the top, well, I got hit by the ball. That's okay. So this time I did not. But when you get to the top, it will give you like a little fireworks thing, and you could make it do other things too. You can make it give you messages, or it could end the game, or things like that. So this is a sort of game where you have pieces that are destructive. So if you get hit by the ball, you blow to pieces, and then you start all over again. So that right there is the Slope of Doom. That is what Andy has created, and that was one. Now, when you create games, you can actually share them with other people. So you can share the games with other people. You could receive them from other people as long as you have Nintendo Switch Online. And if you do that, you can switch things around and share with other people. Now, here is a game called Tag Showdown. This is one of the ones that you actually create. And so you've got, which one is the jump? I'm not jumping. Okay, so we've got your two characters. There's the tagger and the person who can be tagged. Now the person who can be tagged, they may jump. There we go. We got jumping. Okay. So I am controlling both of these guys with the controller. So as you're running around and you're jumping, there's also these destructive balls there, and that will allow the taggee with the blue guy to have kind of it's not a totally one-sided thing where it's just the tagger coming after them and smashing them. So we've got, they're coming around jumping. That there are these balls that come down randomly that will then add an extra layer of danger to the game. So it's just a quick little game. And then when you create that, you can then edit the game. That's the edit the game title. Let's see, want to edit the game. So if you want to edit the game, now we are going into a screen here where you're going to meet different characters called the Nodons. And so each Nodon, so for example, I wanted to take a look at this one. This right here is the object break. So you check something here to make sure you're All right, so the first thing you're doing is you're checking the person, and then you are setting a setting output after how many seconds. So how quickly will this occur? This is a timer Nodon, and then we have. This one is the retry Nodon. So as soon as you get smashed up, it checks it checks the person, see if they get hit by something. Then it will set up a retry, so you go right back into the game. So that is one of the bits there. So you create that part here. Then you have, now you have your game screen. So on your game screen, you have the different, this is the person. So here's this object. It's called the person object. So the person object here, you have different colors. You can set colors, whether they're going to be destructible or not. You can add other options, like you could play a sound if they're destroyed, and things like that. So it looks like some of these settings, whether he set them up so that I cannot edit them, That's fine. These are some of the destructive things that are around. You've got a box, a crate, soccer ball, golf ball, apple, all different things there. So there are a lot of graphics that are already pre-made for you. And your little person characters there. Then you have the button Nodon. So this button Nodon here is what uses to control you. So you have here the controller. You can set up a control a number or not. It's going to automatically be that. Which stick is it? The left stick. And the directional response is going to be left or right. And so if we see in the game itself, if we want to go back and play the game, so you can use the left, right to control the character. Now there's another button that can be used, and that's to jump. So if we go back into the building of the game, we go to this button here, which is the button. Okay, so this one's a stick, this one's a button. We choose that guy. This is the button Nodon, and this is where we set a setting here. It's for the left button, and when it's pressed, then the character is going to do a jump. And so you've got what the character will do based upon that here. So if we, let's see, can we zoom in? Let's zoom in. Let's, we're gonna, nope. I want to zoom. So go down to the person, we go right down to the person, and here we have actions. You've got jump, left, right, forward, backwards. These are some of the things that the person can do, and you set the buttons that go to it. So you see, you create the button and you connect it to what gets done. And you have the stick to go left, right. You connect it to the left, right portion of the person. And that is your person there. And your person, I think, let's see, if we want to add, now I can't make any edits to this because they're his, but if I could probably change that person around to something else as our main antagonist for the game. So that's just one of the type of games that you can create. So I'm going to go to pause, end this. Let's take a look at some of the other games. So here is one game called Alien Blaster. And so you have your Alien Blaster, and you can shoot, you know, if you hold the button down, it's going to rapid fire, and you're just blasting the aliens. And you got to watch out. Now you could make it so it's destructive, so that if you hit this, you get destroyed. Yeah, that's destructive, see? So this, you can stay behind it, no problem. But that purple part, or the pink part, it would be destructive for you. So we are going to create this, you know, you can create this this whole game, and you can also use, you can use your blaster to blast that out of the way. That way you don't get hit by it. So we are blasting off, and we just destroyed the major alien, which I didn't let you see because I blew it up. And then you get to your goal, and you get some fireworks, and tells you it's perfect. There's your score. So if you missed anything, it would tell you how many you got total. And this is a game that's just going to restart after each time you play. Now you can make it more difficult if you want. There are different things that you can do to make that more difficult. You can make these blocks destructive. You can make this go faster. You know, it's all up to you as the controller of the Game Builder Garage, the creator of the games in the Game Builder Garage. All right, let's not kill this big alien yet. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is one huge alien. And you probably could make that stronger so that, you know, it would take you a little bit longer to destroy it. So we'll see. That is the Game Builder Garage. So if I pause that and end this, we'll get out of here. Now, this one's a little different. If we want, let's see, options here. So we could copy that. We can make it as a favorite. There are different things that you can do here. So I'm going to leave this part of the game and go back to the interactive lessons here. So in the interactive lessons, we've got different lessons to go through. He hasn't gone through all of them in order to do it. Like this one here is Thrill Racer. That's all right. All right, so I guess I have to do this one in order to do it. It's a checkpoint to test my skills. So let's do some testing of my skills. Even though my son's doing most of it, so you've been doing great work. Great. Maybe the last game was even harder than the others. Well, I prepared some extra hard puzzles to keep the tension up. If you get through these, you'll really demonstrate your mettle as a programmer. Okay. So we're going to do the first lesson here. Framing the action. Okay, so this is where you set up what your game's going to look like. There's a little something extra to go with this problem. Can you go to the program screen? Yes. So we hit the plus sign. This goes to the program screen. You can switch the viewpoint in this problem. Okay. So make good use of it to finish the puzzle. Okay. So let's see if you want to change the viewpoint. Okay, so you see how this flips things around? You've got what the room looks like that you've created. So if I want to play this, right now I can't see it because, well, the problem is I have everything looking this way, and I want to then make it look another way. And it does say you should do these in order. Again, my son's done these, so I'm going to leave this part, go back out. Yes, I'm going to quit this part because I'm going to go back to one of the earlier lessons. So we got Programming 101. Okay, this here, you got moving and jumping. And I'm pushing the B button like crazy, and it's not working. And I don't know why it's not working. So now it tells me I need some help. What's with the weird look? Oh yeah, talking duck, kind of strange. Got it? I should introduce myself. You can call me Bob. Glad that's out of the way. All right, let me just say I can understand your frustration. You can't finish the simple game, right? You can't jump by pressing B, so you can't reach the apple. But there's a good reason for all that. You see, the thing is, the game is still under construction. Okay, the way it is now, you'll never beat the game, no matter how many times you try to jump. In situations like this, I like to say, don't get mad, get programming. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You do need to deep dive into a game to wrap things up. We need to peek behind the curtain, so to speak. So why don't we do that right now? Okay, so we're going to press the plus sign. And this brings us behind the scenes of the game. Okay? Ooh, if it isn't our Bob, good to see you, dear. So these are the different Nodons. These are characters that are going to help you do the programming. Hey, Bob. So, woohoo. Hi, Bob. Boing. All right, so you can see, welcome to the inside of the game, cat guy. That's my son's name for this thing. So you want to know about our friends here. These beings are called Nodon. There are all kinds of different Nodon living inside Nintendo Switch consoles. If you call up a Nodon on here's programming screen, then connect them together. And pow, you're actually altering the program of the game. This place is where we use Nodon to do programming. Has a nifty little name. It's called the Game Builder Garage. So, here we go. It's a little fragment of a game you played earlier. Was programmed in the Game Builder Garage. But let's get down to business. We'll use the Game Builder Garage to finish this game. What's with the blank look, cat guy? You're going to use programming to finish this game, building this game. It's not as daunting as you might, as it might sound. All we need to do is make it so pressing B lets you jump. And see the output port on the button Nodon. So the output port is that part that he's circling. Okay, we're just going to connect the jump port to the person Nodon. So we just click this here. Person Nodon, they all have to talk to you. Now hold down A and move the cursor to the jump. All right, so we got jump. And then we've made the button. So this button here, and you can see here it says B. Pressing B makes the character jump. Now we can complete the game. So if we hit plus again, now the programming's been changed. If I hit B, my little guy can jump. And if I jump properly, if I'm looking at the right screen to do it, oh my goodness, so terrible. This is why I'm not so good at that. So all I have to do is grab the apple and I win. So that was, a simple bit of programming. Every part of Game Builder Garage is going to show you step by step in the lessons how to do things like that. And that's really all there, there's so much more to it, but that's pretty simple explanation of how this game works. It is really, really neat. You've got all these different lessons, and then once you're done with the lessons, you can create all the games that you want of your own, share them and such. It is a fun game. Your kids are going to love it. My son, he went through a whole bunch of this, started creating different things, and was really excited about the things that he created. He's done a really good job with that, and, I really want to encourage him to create more. Like, rather than just play games, I'd encourage him to create things that he finds interesting on his own. So, anyway, this is Drew Bennett for Ben Spark Family Adventures. This has been Game Builder Garage. It's from Nintendo. I'd like to thank the folks from Nintendo for providing me a copy of this game so that I could bring it to you and show you how it's played. It's a ton of fun, a lot of fun to play this game. So I'll put a link down below on how you can get the game yourself. And you can get it for the Nintendo Switch. Anyway, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Ben Spark, Facebook.com/Ben Spark Family Adventures, and you can find me here making videos all the time. Thanks for watching.